everyone! If you haven't seen the title and thumbnail already, this video will be a flip through of my Fabriano Venezia sketchbook and my thoughts on it. I'll just say right off the bat that it's not going to be the most thorough review ever, and it's because I don't like it. Plain and simple. I'm mainly doing this video because I just really don't like this sketchbook, and I honestly just want to put it behind me. At the time of filming and recording this, it's January, so it's the beginning of 2024, and I'm currently going through my art supplies to see what I need to use up before purchasing more products. And this sketchbook isn't completely filled, so I thought I would finish it before moving on to other sketchbooks that I'm more excited about. However, every time I pick it up, I just don't want to paint in it. And it's been weighing on my mind so much. So I've decided to film this video to allow myself to mentally let go. Like I said, I don't like it, but I don't completely hate it either. I just don't particularly like it for watercolor. And before putting it away for good, I thought I should at least make this video and post it, to possibly warn others from wasting their money. Let's go over some specifications before we get to the inside. It's available in 3 sizes: 10 by 15 centimeters, 15 by 23 centimeters, and 23 by 30 centimeters. I have here the A5 size. It's hardcover with an iconic red and white pattern, inspired by the modern mosaics present in the San Marco area of Venice. It comes with a bookmark ribbon in matching color. This information was actually wrapped around the sketchbook when it came, but I like to crop the specs and tape it to the back of my sketchbooks like so I can refer to them later. It's labeled as drawing paper, 200 GSM, acid-free, and comes with 48 sheets of paper, or that's 96 pages. I've used some pages from the front and back, that's why they're a bit buckled, but as you can see, the middle bit here with completely flat paper is the part I haven't used up. The texture of the cover is not leather-like, not cloth-like, but very much like a textured paper sort of texture, with the red tape on the spine being more cloth-like. Despite the visible tape on the spine, the papers are actually stitch-bound. The end papers have this beautiful European-esque pattern on them. And now begins my flip-through. I experimented with colored pencil sketches, which brought me so much joy as I felt like there was a level of control I had missed from working with watercolors for so long. Generally speaking, the pages are rather thick and somewhat textured. Not exactly smooth like cartridge paper, but almost similar to hot press watercolor paper. So it made me feel like I should try some watercolors in it. Some of the following are ones I painted for Alice's art challenges. Portraiture and figure painting isn't something I gravitate towards myself, so these were a nice challenge for me. Then this one I painted for my Roman Schmal October 2023 video. You can watch the painting process in that. I'll leave a link below. You'll be able to see throughout this flip-through that there are a lot of unintentional watercolor blooms. I don't mind a bit here and there, but this paper was working against me so much that it just frustrated me. Here is a loose watercolor piece I painted in 5 minutes, completely on a whim. I don't know what I was thinking, but I really like how this turned out, and I wish I could do more of this, but on different paper. And then here are more colored pencil pieces that I've just completely abandoned. I planned to experiment with painting different types of watercolor backgrounds for each of the subjects, but at this point I just don't want to anymore. This piece was painted with My Mary Blue's Phthalo Turquoise, made with PB15:4. The paper wasn't taking water well, so I couldn't get a nice wash. And the paint also, so many bubbles. Turns out the color bubbles. I'm not a fan of bubbly paint at all, only bubbles from Powerpuff Girls. And then here are some more of my pencil sketches that I've abandoned as well that I fully intended on giving watercolor backgrounds. For ones that I did use watercolor, I just struggled so much with achieving a nice gradient or control. I tried my best and it just wasn't fun. And then these few pieces here I painted for my favorite grays video. And that's the end of my flip through. I initially got to this sketchbook because I had seen several people use watercolor in it, and I was in the stage of finding my own perfect sketchbook as well, so I was naturally curious. But now that I've painted in it, I honestly don't like using watercolor with it at all. So, in my humble opinion, this sketchbook is not compatible with watercolor. But as you saw, it's fine with colored pencils and I assume dry media in general. I remember seeing Lindsay the Frugal Crafter also used markers or something in here as well. I'll leave a link to that video below as well as the timestamp. What else? Oh yes, I haven't tried gouache in this yet because I'm just... This feeling of devastation has just been weighing on me so much. I barely want to do anything in this book. That said, I think gouache would perform really well in this sketchbook since it is thicker paper and it's more of an opaque matte medium. Since there are still several empty pages in this sketchbook, I may still come back to do something in this in the future. I just wanted to put this out there in advance in case you see me using it in a future video. It doesn't mean I'm back to liking it. I might just be mentally strong enough to try to use up the pages. This has been one of those non-exciting, disappointing videos, so I think I'm just going to end the video here. Let me know in the comments if you've used this sketchbook before and had the same experience I have. Or has your book been fine with watercolor? When I experience such things, I sometimes default to thinking that maybe I just got a defective product, so please let me know. Anywho, that's all for today. As always, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Don't forget to drink lots of water and stay hydrated.